everyone, and welcome to Learn English, Grow Yourself podcast. I'm Mel.
And I'm Matt. How are you doing today, Matt?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into something many of you have asked about, and it's truly transformative. The power of, well, really small changes.
That's right.
We're going to unpack the core ideas from James Clear's hugely influential work, Atomic Habits, an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones.
A book that's really shifted the conversation for millions, hasn't it?
It really has. And our mission today isn't just to, summarize it.
No, definitely not.
We want to extract the most crucial, the most actionable insights from this material.
Give you that shortcut. Really understanding how these tiny daily adjustments, they don't just add up. They snowball.
Exactly. Snowball into massive, lasting results. So get ready for some hopefully illuminating moments.
We're going to pull back the curtain a bit on the mechanisms behind real personal change, not just what Clear says, but the why behind these methods, why they're so effective.
Okay, let's dig in then. The first big idea, and it feels almost too simple sometimes, is that small habits matter.
Yeah, it's fundamental.
We tend to think about progress in terms of these, grand gestures, huge leaps.
Right? This need for a massive overhaul overnight.
But Clear makes it so clear, pardon the pun, that it's not about one giant jump. It's about being just 1% better every single day.
1%. It sounds like almost nothing, doesn't it?
It does, but you look at the math. 1% better compounds to, almost 38 times better over a year?
It's astonishing. And the flip side is just as powerful. That 1% decline daily basically wipes you out near zero.
It's like that tiny snowball rolling downhill. You barely notice it at first.
But then it just gathers mass, momentum, becomes unstoppable.
That's such a striking takeaway. It really shifts the focus, doesn't it? Away from this, impossible perfection.
Towards just slight daily progress, something achievable.
And you mentioned the flip side, decay. That's often overlooked. It underlines the importance of maintenance habits, too, not just growth. It really boils down to consistency.
Yeah.
Even tiny actions done consistently, they always beat those sporadic, intense bursts.
You just can't keep up.
Right.
We underestimate that accumulation over time.
Exponentially. Exactly. And this idea, this consistency with tiny efforts, it leads perfectly into the next insight, which is about where to direct those efforts. It's about shifting your focus to systems, not goals.
Yes, this one's key.
Goals are the outcomes, right? Run the marathon, get the promotion, write the book.
The finish line.
Yeah. But the system, that's the process. That's the running 3 times a week, the dedicating an hour to skill development, the writing X words every morning.
And the argument is, if the system is solid, the result, well, it takes care of itself.
It follows naturally. But, this really challenges how many of us think. We're so goal-oriented.
Conditioned that way.
Yeah. And I've heard the argument, doesn't focusing only on systems risk losing the bigger picture? Where's the motivation without that finish line? How does Clear handle that? Is it never look at goals?
That's a really good question, actually.
Because it gets to a common misunderstanding.
Okay.
Clear isn't saying goals are useless.
Not at all.
They're crucial for setting the direction.
Okay, like the destination for a ship.
Precisely. The captain sets the destination. That's the goal.
Mm.
But the crew, their job is managing the navigation system, the engines, the sails.
The daily process is a system.
Exactly, the system that moves the ship. If you only stare at the destination, you might miss that leak in the hole, right?
Makes sense.
So goals give purpose, systems provide the means. They ensure you keep moving forward day in, day out.
Embedding the behavior into your routine.
It's about focusing on the inputs.
Concentrating on the inputs, not just fixating on the outputs. Yeah, got it. That's a sustainable engine.
And this is where, for me, it gets really interesting because it connects right to who you fundamentally are.
Identity-based habits. Yes.
Instead of just I want to get fit or I want to stop smoking, the shift is asking, who do I want to become?
A profound shift. So if you want to be fit, you start thinking, I am a healthy person. If you want to write, I am a writer.
And then every action you take, it's like a vote.
A vote for that identity, reinforcing who you believe you are. It's not just chanting affirmations, is it?
No, not at all. It's about aligning actions with belief. The actions strengthen the belief, and the belief drives more action. It's this powerful feedback loop.
Okay, but here's a question then. What about someone just starting out? Someone who hasn't, proven it yet? That aspiring writer who hasn't published, don't they feel like an imposter? How do you bridge that gap?
That's a critical challenge, absolutely. And that's kind of the beauty of this framework.
How so?
You don't need some huge accomplishment to cast that vote. Even the smallest action counts.
Like writing for just 5 minutes.
Exactly. That's a vote. I am a writer. Choosing the apple over the cookie.
Vote for I am a healthy person.
Precisely. Each tiny vote adds up. It gradually shifts how you see yourself. It moves you from external motivation like rewards or fear
Yeah.
to this deep internal conviction. When you build an identity around a habit, it becomes self-sustaining.
You're not just doing healthy things?
You are a healthy person,
Yeah.
and your actions just naturally reflect that belief. It's a much deeper well of motivation.
Transforms a chore into like a personal statement.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, so we have the mindset shift. Now the practical stuff, the playbook. Clear boils it down to the 4 laws of behavior change.
The toolkit.
Yeah, simple but really powerful. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Super actionable.
Absolutely. It's a framework to, engineer your success.
You're manipulating the components of habit formation, like a step-by-step guide to rewiring your defaults.
Let's break them down then. First law, make good habits obvious.
Cues. It's all about the cues in your environment.
Our brains are constantly scanning for these signals, right? Often without us even noticing them.
Totally unconsciously.
It almost feels too simple, though, sometimes. Like, aren't we smart enough to know we need to exercise without seeing the gym clothes? Or is our primal brain more powerful here?
That's a great point. It touches on that myth of willpower we keep bumping up against.
Right?
Clear would argue our sophistication, our rational brain that gets tired. Decision fatigue is real. But the older part, the basal ganglia, the habit part, it's always scanning for those cues. So making it obvious isn't just a reminder.
It's bypassing willpower.
Pretty much. Triggering an automatic response from that older brain. So yeah, put the gym clothes next to the bed or even sleep in them.
Leave the book on the pillow if you want to read before bed.
Exactly. Design your space so the cue for the good habit is just unavoidable. Our environment shapes us constantly.
Okay. Second law, make habits attractive. Because let's face it, some good habits aren't exactly thrilling.
No immediate dopamine hit there.
Right? So this is where temptation bundling comes in. Pairing something you need to do with something you want to do.
Like only listening to your favorite podcast.
While you're exercising, or maybe doing those boring expense reports.
Right? You link the desirable with the necessary.
And this isn't just a clever trick, is it? It's tapping into brain chemistry.
Directly into the dopamine reward system. Your brain starts anticipating the reward of the thing you like, which then motivates you to do the thing you need to do to get it.
You're hijacking your own pleasure seeking.
Essentially, yes.
You're creating that positive feedback loop, making the habit appealing. You're basically bribing your brain to look forward to it.
That spin class might suck, but if it's the only time you get to watch that show,
suddenly it's attractive. Okay, number 3, make habits easy. This is all about reducing friction, minimizing the effort.
I know for me, even one extra step, and I'm way more likely to just, I'll do it later.
Exactly. So the question for you, the listener, is how much resistance are you actually facing for the habits you want to build?
Good question. Often the barrier isn't desire. It's just the hassle involved in starting. So if you proactively reduce that effort, even slightly,
your chances of doing it shoot way up.
dramatically.
Yeah.
It's about clearing the runway.
So pre-cut the fruit and veg if you want healthier snacks.
Yep, keep the laptop open to the document if you want to write. Notebook open on the desk.
Remove those little barriers, cuts down decision fatigue too.
The fewer steps between you and the habit, the better.
And the fourth law, make habits satisfying.
The reward. Our brains love immediate gratification.
So after you do the habit, give yourself some kind of small, immediate reward.
Could be super simple. A check mark on a tracker.
Or just acknowledging it, maybe like a little mental pat on the back.
Yeah. Even a genuine smile or a small treat you allow yourself. That immediate hit reinforces the behavior, tells your brain, hey, I was good. Do it again.
And that feels really crucial, doesn't it? Especially when the real benefits of a habit might take weeks, months, even years to show up.
You nailed it. It highlights the power of immediate feedback. While the identity shift gives that deep long-term drive, these small immediate satisfactions, they provide the short-term fuel. They keep you going until the big benefits kick in.
Bridges the gap between effort now and reward later, gives your brain that dopamine hit it wants now.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's building good habits. What about the flip side, getting rid of the bad ones, breaking bad habits?
Claire offers that elegant inversion. Just do the opposite of the 4 laws.
So make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it difficult, and make it unsatisfying.
A mere image applied to dismantle the behaviors you don't want.
But is it really just reversing it, or is unlearning somehow harder? Are there different psychological hurdles?
That's an astute point. While the framework is incredibly useful, unlearning definitely involves tackling established neural pathways, deep roots.
And emotional triggers, maybe.
Absolutely. So it's not just about making it difficult, it's about actively creating friction, adding deterrence.
Okay, like what?
Well, if you mindlessly scroll social media, maybe set your phone to grayscale, makes it less visually appealing.
Oh, interesting.
Or physically put the phone in another room, delete the apps off your home screen after 8 p.m.
Right, you're not just making it invisible, you're making it unattractive and difficult. Adding steps, reducing the appeal.
Precisely, you're designing your environment to prevent the habit from even starting, instead of just relying on sheer willpower to resist it in the moment.
Making the wrong choice the harder one, building guardrails against the old you.
Well put, guardrails.
And all of this really circles back to one final critical point that seems to underpin everything, the power of environment.
Hugely important. Your surroundings are constantly shaping your behavior, often way more than you realize.
Think about your kitchen right now, listener. Is the fruit bowl front and center, or is it the cookie jar?
Simple placement, huge impact on default choices.
So the question to really ask yourself is, have you truly considered how your immediate environment is influencing your choices every day, for better or for worse?
By consciously curating that environment, optimizing it,
Okay.
you give yourself a massive advantage.
You're setting yourself up for success, making the right choices, the easy, obvious, attractive ones.
And the bad ones, invisible, unattractive, difficult, you're essentially pre-programming your future self by designing the context. Environments aren't neutral. They nudge us constantly.
Right? So pulling this all together, what's the core message for everyone listening?
I think it's that these small atomic habits, they are the literal building blocks.
The foundation for a new identity, for real, lasting change.
Exactly. Don't wait for some mythical wave of motivation to hit you.
Start incredibly small, almost laughably small sometimes.
Stay remarkably consistent and let these principles, obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying, do the heavy lifting.
Design your life for success, one tiny action at a time.
And remember that the biggest changes often start with the steps that seem the most unassuming at first.
It's about understanding how your own behavior works, the psychology.
And then using it for yourself, not fighting against yourself all the time. It's empowering. You become the architect.
the architect of your own growth. I like that. Okay, so for a final provocative thought for you to take away this week,
Right?
consider what 1% better really looks like in just one specific area of your life. Just one.
Right?
What tiny, almost imperceptible action could you take? Something you could consciously make obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying that would start casting that vote for the identity you truly aspire to become.
Yeah. It's the challenge.
That's your starting point, your own atomic transformation.
See you in the next episode of the Learn English, Grow Yourself podcast from Matt
And Mel, 2 voices, 1 goal. Better English, better you. Bye for now.